What is up, everybody? It is Sideline Reacts here with my first ever YouTube video. I am very excited to be starting my YouTube channel. I hope you guys enjoy my videos. As you can see from the title, today we have ranking the NBA city uniforms. As many of you probably know, the NBA teams recently started making city uniforms. Usually they will make a design, new colorway that represents the city in some sort of way. So let's get right into the video. So coming in at number 30, this is kind of a funny one, is the Memphis Grizzlies. They actually did not make a city uniform. I'm not sure why, but so that one doesn't really count, so they're just gonna come in last place. Yeah. Moving on to number 29, just brace yourself. These are so ugly, and if I see anyone wearing this, like, what is wrong with you? So coming in at number 29, we have the San Antonio Spurs. As you can see, they have a very ugly camouflage type uniform. I can kind of see what they were thinking, but the camouflage just does not work well. Like, it's not unique. I don't know what to say. Very ugly uniform. Just no. So next, at 28, we have the Warriors. And the Warriors, they have these uniforms, which, in my opinion, are pretty basic. They have the town thing on their uniform, but they've used that before. Very basic colors. I think they could have done much more with the colorway that they have in the city, San Francisco, but really disappointing from the Warriors. I think they could have done much better. So coming in at number 27, we have the Thunder. They have pretty ugly colors on their uniforms. They did, however, pay respect to the city, and they are honoring the victims of the Oklahoma City bombing, so obviously I respect that. But the colors really just don't hit. The shiny gold on the sides really just isn't it. I feel like they could have done much more. So at 26, we have the Knicks. So the Knicks, I've seen a lot of people wearing these jerseys around. I don't know why. They're very ugly in my opinion. They're basic. I do kind of like the design on the side though, with the blue and orange buildings representing obviously New York City. But just in my opinion, they're very ugly. They could have added more color to their uniforms. So coming in at number 25, we have the Sacramento Kings. And I can easily see how someone might really like this uniform. I just think they added too much red. It's very basic in my opinion. Apparently they were trying to do a throwback, but I have never seen a Kings jersey that has that much red on it. So, pretty disappointing from the Kings. Coming at number 24, we have the Charlotte Hornets. And these, I was really considering putting them higher, but I just realized, I would never wear this jersey around. I do like the pattern on the side of their uniforms, however. Those are pretty nice. But I just feel like the colors and the CHA on the chest, it just doesn't really work. I feel like they could have done a lot more with the nice blue and the beehive or hornet hive, whatever you want to call it, pattern. But yeah, these just didn't really hit for me, but I can kind of see how someone might enjoy these uniforms. So at number 23, I have the Washington Wizards, and this one I think is going to be very controversial. So these, obviously it's in D.C., Washington, D.C., which is the capital. So they have the stars and stripes and the red, blue, and white. But I just think overall it's pretty basic, and I do not like the hand coming out of the D. At number 22, I have the Magic. And as you'll see later on, these are very similar to the Thunder uniforms. They have like the black, but this one they just have orange instead of gold. The thing I do like about these uniforms though is that they have recognizing Orlando Studios, and it's made by Disney. But I do like the orange, but seeing these on the court, it's just not very pleasant to look at, so that's why they're at 22. Now this one, I know, is going to be very controversial. We have the Lakers, and the reason I have them at number 21 is because they're very similar to their normal yellow uniforms, which are okay, but I feel like a city uniform should be like something special that fans will be like excited if they go to a game and they happen to be wearing the city uniforms. I do, however, like the Hollywood stars on the side. I feel like that was very cool, but overall it's just too similar to their normal uniforms, and those aren't amazing for me, so that's why they're at 21. Coming at number 20, we have the Timberwolves. And the Timberwolves, I love the baby blue. Like, it's my favorite color on uniforms, but I just feel like they did not do it right. I really just do not enjoy these uniforms. So apparently the MSP on the front is a reference to Minneapolis St. Paul International Airport, which is pretty cool, but like an airport, like, come on. I feel like this kind of looks like a practice uniform. It's just so basic. It's literally just blue with white lettering. Just, they could have done so much more with the baby blue color, but I didn't really like them. So at 19, we have the Indiana Pacers. And these ones, I was looking at other rankings. These were ranked pretty high on other people's lists. I just think the blue stripe on the right side, which apparently is like a race car track, because like apparently there's a lot of like racing in Indiana, race cars. But I just feel like it's kind of ugly. Like, you wouldn't like wear that around. And then like the number is like off center. I know that's on purpose and it's supposed to look like a race car number, but it's like, this isn't race car, this is basketball. So that one didn't really do it for me. So coming in at number 18, we have the Boston Celtics. And the thing about the Celtics uniforms is that I feel like they have very cool colors, and obviously they have the clover for like good luck in Boston and all that. But I just feel like they're kind of basic. They didn't really do much other than the colorway. The reason I don't have them worse on the list is because of the colorway. I feel like the design is not it. But yeah. So this one was very high on other people's lists, and I just don't understand how. We have the Cavs. And so the Cavs have the CLE in large letters, which was used on previous Cavs jerseys. So this is what like LeBron kind of in his rookie stuff was like wearing. But I just really do not like that with like the C, with like the thing at the bottom. I really don't understand what that is. I understand that they're trying to like commemorate the past, but it just doesn't work for me. Like, I don't know why, but like I'm not a fan of these uniforms. So at number 16, we have the Phoenix Suns, and I actually like these, and I think I should have put them higher than what I did. The reason that they're at 16 is because they have a really cool colorway. I love the black with the purple and the orange, and I love the shorts with the thing on the only one pant leg. But I just feel like, especially on the jersey, they could have added a bit more color. Like, if they had some sort of thing at the bottom of the jersey, this could easily be in my top 5. I just feel like there's too much black on the uniform. But overall, pretty decent uniform. So now coming to the top half, these are where this uniform start to get pretty good. We have the Houston Rockets. This one probably going to be higher on most of your lists. But honestly, the uniforms, like, I don't know what to say. I love the H-Town, and they're inspired by Houston's connection to space travel. And apparently H-Town is like a nickname for Houston. But the actual colors itself and the design is not very cool. Apparently it's supposed to look like an astronaut suit, and I do not see it. But yeah. So now, if we're going into the real good ones, at 14 we have the Toronto Raptors. And this one's going to be very controversial because this was number 1 on someone's list. And obviously the Toronto is in the lettering of the old school Vince Carter jerseys. And it's like a combined of all of their throwbacks. But I just feel like the colorway is not good. The black with the gold is like so unoriginal. And I feel like they kind of could have done so much more with the Toronto lettering. I love the Toronto lettering, but other than that, the uniform is kind of trash. So coming in at number 13, we have the Milwaukee Bucks. The Milwaukee Bucks I picked to win the NBA season if it were to continue.
What? I'm making my video, goddamn. Close the door. Close the freaking door. Don't make a lot of noise.
So coming in at number 13, we have the Milwaukee Bucks. And I love the cream colored jerseys, and you'll see it's very similar to the 76ers and Trailblazers uniforms. But I just feel like compared to the other cream colored uniforms, this is definitely the worst out of the 3. And apparently Milwaukee is nicknamed Cream City, which I never knew. But I just feel like pretty good uniform overall. But as you'll see later on in the video, it does not compete with the other 2 cream-colored uniforms. So coming in at number 12, we have the Utah Jazz. And I absolutely love these uniforms with the gradient kind of like fade sort of thing. But the reason that they're at number 12 for me is because they use the same uniforms as last year. But unlike the Grizzlies, they actually have uniforms. But if I were making my rankings last year and these were new, this would definitely be in my top 3. But because they didn't make a new one, I can't put them in the top 10. So that's why they're at 12. So coming in at number 11, I think this is a very underrated city uniform. No one ever really talks about them. But these are the Detroit Pistons. And my reasoning for this is that I love the colors, the red and blue, and I love the Motor City. But I feel like the design with the 2 blue stripes kind of ruined it. This is a very hit or miss jersey. Like, I've seen some rankings where this has been dead last, and I don't really see it. Disagree with me in the comments, but this is one of my favorite jerseys, so this is why it's at 11. So making the top 10, we have the Clippers. And this, I think, many people would put higher on their list. But if you actually look at it, it's not as impressive as some people say. It obviously has very basic colors with just the black and white. And the only thing that makes the jerseys is the Los Angeles lettering, which I personally love the lettering. And I love the design. But the reason why it's at 10 is because the colors, just too simple. Like, if you're sitting in like the 3rd row, it's just going to look like a bad uniform because you're not going to be able to really see the lettering. But pretty good uniform overall. So coming at number 9, this uniform is so bad that it's fire. and this is the Dallas Mavericks. And I can easily see why you would put this as your last jersey, but I just think it's so weird and so ugly that it's like fire. They have the big graffiti Mavs on the chest and the kind of bluish to dark blue with the green outside. I personally love that they're doing something new, but like, it's so bad that it's good. That's all I can really say about this. So coming at number 8, we have the Atlanta Hawks. This jersey is fire. I love the peach tree across the chest, and I love that the color, instead of making it white, it's like peachish color. Because obviously Atlanta's in Georgia. Georgia is like the home of peaches. They make the best peaches there. And the only reason why this is not higher for me is because I feel like it has a bit too much black on it. Like they could have done something with the shorts. But overall, I love this uniform. Yeah. So moving on to number 7, we have my team. I'm a diehard fan of this. I live in Philadelphia. We have the 76ers. And these uniforms, as I was talking about before, have the cream, which I absolutely love. It's just like so much better than a plain white. And the reason why this is so high, obviously they're my team, so I'm going to be a bit biased. But I love the cream, and if you take a close look, this is paying a lot of respect to the city. As you can see on the shorts, it has a little crack, which is representing the Liberty Bell, which is also has a picture on the front of the shorts. I love these uniforms. Every time they wear it, I love watching them on TV. Just so nice. And one thing that I did not know before I researched this was that the cream is not actually cream. It's supposed to be the color of parchment paper because it's representing the Constitution, which was signed in Philadelphia. So that's another really cool thing about these unis. So coming in at number 6, the other cream jersey, I love these, is the Trailblazers. This is one of the cleanest looking uniforms I've seen in a minute. It has the beautiful cream with the red and black stripes on the sides, the Rip City across the chest. Looks so clean. I could easily cop one of these jerseys. Nike did a great job with these. They're just really nice to look at. They look good on the court. Very nice uniforms. So at number 5, we have Zion's team. I'm a big fan of Zion. We have the Pelicans. And these are so clean. They have the purple, green, and yellow colors, which apparently is the Mardi Gras pattern, which is something like a festival in New Orleans, I guess. And they have the NOLA across the chest. I love these uniforms. They just look so nice. Very nice on court. Zion looks great in them. Yeah. So at number 4, we have the Brooklyn Nets. And the Brooklyn Nets, for me, very nice uniforms. I love that pattern going, like, lining the uniform. And obviously the main thing is the Bed-Stuy across the chest. It's a nickname for, it stands for Bedford-Stuyvesant, which is a famous neighborhood in Brooklyn, which is where Biggie was raised. So instead of saying Brooklyn or Nets, they say Bed-Stuy, which is really the main part of the jersey. Very nice. I could easily wear one of these around. So coming in at number 3, this has been in the top 3 of every ranking I've looked at, is the Denver Nuggets. And the Denver Nuggets uniforms, so nice on court. I love the rainbow with the mountains. Apparently Denver has a lot of mountains. And then they have the city skyline in the mountains. So clean, such a fire idea. It's a great mix of like retro, and then they put like the modern spin on it. Really love these uniforms. I wouldn't cop one and like wear it around because I feel like it would look kind of weird in like real life, but on the court it looks fire. So coming in at number 2, we have the Chicago Bulls, and like I said before, I love the baby blue color. The red matches so well with these. These are just so nice. I love the bull on the chest. Just all around great uniforms. I love how they didn't just do a red stripe on the outside. They did the red, white, red pattern. These are so clean. I might actually have to get one of these jerseys, but yeah, these are so nice. So this brings us to our number 1 spot, which I'm sure almost everyone has their number 1. These are definitely the best city uniforms of all time, and I'm talking about the Miami Heat. Like, these couldn't have been done any better. Definitely the best uniforms of all time, city-wise. Miami has done a great job with all their city uniforms in the past. The baby blue with the pink and the Miami lettering is just so clean. Definitely going to get one of these jerseys in the future. Just so clean. Like, I can't say enough about these. But yeah, that's going to wrap it up. Those are my rankings. Obviously, some of them were very controversial. Feel free to disagree. Put your rankings in the comments. If you have any video ideas, drop them in the comments. Obviously, this is my first video. I'm going to be making more soon. I'm going to try to upload a couple times every week. Feel free to share, like, and subscribe. Peace out.